And welcome to the City Planning Commission public hearing, and welcome to my fellow commissioners. Madam Secretary, please begin.
Good morning. This is the City Planning Commission public meeting held in Spector Hall, 22 Reed Street. Today is Wednesday, October 7, 2015. As a courtesy during the proceedings, we ask that you please turn off all cell phones and beepers. All speakers should fill out a speaker's card at the desk outside of Spector Hall. In addition, we ask that those providing testimony please identify yourself, limit your remarks to 3 minutes, and speak clearly into the microphone. I will now call the roll. Chairman Weisbrod.
Here.
Vice Chairman Knuckles.
Here.
Commissioner Besser. Commissioner Cantor. Commissioner Cerullo. Commissioner Delauss. Commissioner Dweck. Commissioner Edie. Commissioner Efron. Commissioner Levin. Commissioner Marin. Commissioner Ortiz. A quorum is present. The first item is the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of September 22nd, 2015.
On the minutes, may I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The minutes are approved, Madam Secretary.
Scheduling. On calendar number 1, we have a resolution for adoption, scheduling Wednesday, October 21st, 2015, for a public hearing to be held in Spector Hall, 22 Reed Street.
On the resolution, may I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The resolution is approved, Madam Secretary.
The next part of the calendar is the report section on page 2. Borough of Staten Island, calendar number 2, CD1, C150447ZSR, in the matter of an application for the grant of a special permit concerning the New York Wheel. For a favorable report on calendar number 2, Chairman Weisbrod.
I would like to say this has been a very complex project and has gone through a second round of review due to circumstances that really occurred after 2013 for the most part. And I'd really like to commend a number of people who helped make this final result as good as it can be, and particularly I want to commend a number of the staff here, including our Staten Island Borough Director, Len Garcia Duran, Farah Majabin, Eric Gregory, Nicole Campo, and our estimable counsel, Anita Lermont, and of course, as always, guiding light over much of this work is Purnima Kapoor, our Executive Director, and I think that their hard work really did make this project achieve as close to what we can hope for given the circumstances as possible. And I think there are some disappointments resulting from those changed conditions, but on balance, this is a very, very important project for the Borough of Staten Island and for the City of New York, and I enthusiastically vote aye.
Vice Chairman Knuckles.
I agree with the sentiments of the chair. This is a much-anticipated project, and we all hope that it meets its aspirations. Certainly I do. I vote yes.
Commissioner Besser.
I too would like to commend the staff on all of their hard work and efforts. I believe that this application meets the requirements that were originally approved in 2013. The New York Wheel will help revitalize the North Shore, provide employment opportunities, creating 350 construction jobs and 600 permanent jobs, and boost the local economy. I'd like to also thank the applicant for agreeing to the conditions that were requested by the Staten Island Borough President. And again, thank the staff and Chair Weisbrod. I vote yes.
Commissioner Cantor.
I will echo the previous speakers, but I will tell you that I'm very disappointed in the fact that my grandchildren are now too old to be able to take that ride and have fun. I vote
They're never
yes.
too old.
You vote yes. So that's a yes? Is that a yes?
You say yes? Read it back, I said yes.
Okay. Commissioner Cerullo.
Briefly, I too would like to acknowledge the work that the staff has done and your leadership on this issue, Mr. Chairman, to get us to where we are today on this application. Additionally, I'd like to acknowledge the attention that the applicant has given on the redesign and the concerns and the desires of the elected officials and much of the community, and the commitment that he has made to continue to work with the community as this development proceeds. It's certainly welcomed and very much appreciated. This action today supports a project with a site plan that maintains the same uses, the same pedestrian and vehicular connections between the ferry and the St. George area, the entire civic center and downtown of Staten Island, and the surrounding neighborhoods and our waterfront destinations. It benefits and will benefit the millions of ferry riders, the hundreds of thousands of Staten Islanders, and all of the people from around the city and our region and from even further away than that who will come to enjoy this amazing addition to a Staten Island community. It also helps to support the integrity of serving the community needs for publicly accessible open space and waterfront access, which is really so important in a community that one would imagine as an island would have done better with over the course of its history, but certainly the attention that is being given to that area in numerous neighborhoods around the island is really very, very important and long overdue. And this private investment is a real game changer for Staten Island. It's been a term that's been used many times, but it's probably the most appropriate one that we could use. It is a game changer, not only for Staten Island's North Shore, the entire borough, and our entire city, and our soon-to-be even more iconic skyline. So I very happily vote yes.
Commissioner Delauss?
I'd like to associate myself with the comments of my fellow commissioners, and I'm pleased to vote yes.
Commissioner Dweck?
Thank you. Me too. I'd like to associate myself with the comments of my fellow commissioners, and I vote yes.
Commissioner Edie?
Likewise, echoing the comments of my colleagues, I also want to recognize the difficulties of the site and commend the applicant for continuing to work with the community and the staff here at the department for the hard work they've put into this application. I'm very pleased to vote yes.
Commissioner Efron?
I agree with my previous commissioner's comments, or the previous commissioners, the comments of the previous, it's not my day. What everyone said, I associate myself with all of them whenever I can, particularly in this case, and I vote yes.
Commissioner Levin?
Regret that.
Commissioner Marin? Yes. Commissioner Ortiz?
Yes.
A favorable report,
Madam Secretary, if I can just add one word. As noted by Commissioner Besser, I particularly want to thank Borough President Otto and his Land Use Director, Bob Englert, who were truly instrumental in helping guide this process this time around and in 2013 as well. I don't think we would be achieving the happy result we are achieving today without their very, very constructive support and guidance. So,
okay. A favorable report has been adopted on calendar number 2. Let us turn to the supplemental calendar.
what did we all?
I don't think you got everybody.
We just didn't have anything more to say, but yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it, I'm sorry.
By the time it reached this end of the table, it was all said.
Simple, straightforward.
Thank you.
No bumbling.
Okay, let's turn to the supplemental calendar. Calendar number 1, Borough of Brooklyn, calendar number 1, CD6, M780389B, ZSK. In the matter of a modification of a previously approved special permit and restrictive declaration concerning the Hamilton Plaza modification for adoption on calendar number 1. Chairman Weisbrod?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Knuckles?
Yes.
Commissioner Besser? Yes. Commissioner Cantor?
Yes.
Commissioner Cerullo?
Yes.
Commissioner Delauss?
Yes.
Commissioner Dweck?
Yes.
Commissioner Edie?
Yes.
Commissioner Efron?
Yes.
Commissioner Levin?
Yes.
Commissioner Marin?
Yes.
Commissioner Ortiz?
Yes.
Calendar number 1 has been adopted. The next part of the calendar is the public hearing section on page 3. Borough of Brooklyn, calendar number 3, CD4, C150339, PPK. A public hearing in the matter of an application for the disposition of 2 city-owned properties.
First speaker is Paul Costa from DCAS. Mr. Costa.
Good morning, Chairman Weisbrod, Commissioners. My name is Paul Costa. I'm a city planner representing the Department of Citywide Administrative Services. DCAS is seeking disposition approval for 2 city-owned properties located in the Bushwick neighborhood of Brooklyn, Community Board 4. DCAS intends to dispose of the properties pursuant to Section 384 of the city charter, and at this time has no plans to dispose of the properties. The first property located at 93A Star Street is a vacant 1,135 square foot lot between Knickerbocker and Wilson Avenue. The lot was originally part of Lot 44, and in 1971 was reapportioned to create the 4-foot by 65-foot alleyway, which allowed access to the rear yard, and it actually had a structure on the site at the time. DCAS acquired this property in 1986 through in-rem tax foreclosure, and in 1996, HPD demolished the structure on site. Because of the site's unique configuration, DCAS enters into a short-term lease agreement with the adjacent owner to allow them use the site. And this owner has expressed interest with DCAS in purchasing the lot, and that's started this UIP application. The lot's size, unique shape also make it undevelopable, which allows DCAS the ability to do a direct sale with an adjacent owner rather than a public auction. Both the borough president and the community expressed concerns over displacement of the residents of the adjacent lot. But due to its size, it is available for this direct sale, so DCAS can offer this property at its first attempt to these direct owners, eliminating displacement. Site 2, located at 9 Moffett Street, is a 1,667 square foot vacant lot between Bushwick Avenue and Broadway. It was acquired in rem tax foreclosure process in 1979 and has been in the portfolio since. Although it does not meet the zoning requirements for a minimum lot size of 1,700 square feet or lot width of 18 feet, it is developable under the small lot zoning provision, ZR 2333, and allows for the development of a 1 to 2 family home. Because of this, we have to sell it through public auction. We see the merit in the borough president's suggestion to assemble this lot with the adjacent lots for better development, and we've attempted to contact these owners to express that we would sell this in their interest. However, DCAS, a charter authority, does not allow it the flexibilities to sell directly to an adjacent owner. We've also reached out to HPD, who has not expressed interest in this site, and we've also reached out to Green Thumb in regards to the community's concern about using the site as a garden, and they are currently reviewing the site. This approval will allow DCAS the flexibility to dispose of the properties either through auction or direct sale, and we currently don't have plans to dispose of them. So I'm happy to take your questions.
Mr. Knuckles.
If the Green Thumb alternative happens to be the best option after you've exhausted the other ones, does the property remain in city ownership, or is it conveyed to Green Thumb? How does that work?
No, it would stay in city ownership. It would just be under the Parks Department jurisdiction.
Okay. Green Thumb is
And would manage the site. Yeah.
okay. Green Thumb is a part of Parks?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
So would there be, if you asked the Economic Development Corporation to handle the sale, which does have the ability to dispose of property to the adjacent landowner, is that an option for you in this instance?
I mean, the charter does allow us to sell it you would do a sale to Public Development Corp. Or EDC, and then they would have ownership of it and can dispose of it to the adjacent owners. They have the flexibility to do that.
Yeah, is that an option that you've considered here?
Not at this point in time, but we're willing to look at that.
Ms. Deleuze?
Paul, how are you? Good to
Good, how are
see
you?
you. I'm just wondering, kind of following up on Commissioner Knuckles' question about the Green Thumb. I'm just wondering if it's a timing, and the Moffett Street site, assuming that Green Thumb is an option and that maybe it's not really appropriate for anything else, would you have to then go through the process of trying to dispose of it? Or once Green Thumb determines that it is appropriate, could that process stop? I guess I'm wondering about timing and whether one process has to be exhausted before another one is begun.
No, I mean, we don't plan to sell this, so if we got approval, we would just have approval for it. So if Green Thumb after that wanted it, we would be able to transfer it to them, and there would be no problems with that.
Thank you.
Mr. Eady?
Hi. I understand when you say there's no current plans to sell it, but by going through this process, would you not put it in the next available auction? Why would we hold on to it if we have no use for it and we believe it's developable and there might be someone who's willing to
Yeah.
buy it?
I mean, I don't think we would hold on to it per se. I meant we don't have plans for a future auction anytime soon. If we did have one, we would go through our internal process to review all the
Okay.
sites that have disposition yield, or we offer them to other agencies to see if they want it, so, yeah.
Any other questions for Mr. Costa? Thank you, Mr. Costa.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wishes to be heard on this matter? If not, the hearing is closed. Let me say, I know that there are a number of graduate students here from Hunter. We welcome you.
Should have come last week.
This is a very short hearing today.
Should have come last
You should have been here 2 weeks ago. It would have been a lot more exciting and would have covered your entire day and evening. But Madam Secretary, is there any other matter to come before us today?
No, Chairman Weisbrod.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn, and if we average out last week or 2 weeks ago and this week, we'll have a full day in each. So, all in favor of adjournment? We are
There's a
adjourned.
Guinness Book.
Sorry?
The Guinness Book today. We set a record.
Is it a record? It's in the book. Thank you.